Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Savana, and today I am getting ready for my business launch party. Also, I'm about half an hour from the reveal video, the announcement video, and putting everything on my social media. I have a stopwatch or a alarm, that's what it's called, an alarm on my phone for me to stop doing my makeup, go over to my computer and do all of the launch things because all of my social media has to change over at the same time that the video goes up, and it's just a whole frickin' thing. So we may have to pause this, I may have to go do that. I've been running around like crazy, but I want to put on my makeup with you guys for this party and kind of talk a little bit more about how I came up with the name, the logo, and a few other things that are kind of going on. So just stay tuned for this probably all over the place video. I also want to say that I am no makeup artist. This is just how I do my makeup. Don't judge me whatsoever. I've already washed, moisturized, and primed my face. The foundation that I'm using today is the L'Oreal Paris. Can you tell that I'm all over the place and I'm like not grounded at all? I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear in 405. Honestly, probably the lightest shade that they have. Usually drugstore foundations do not work for me. This is a newer foundation that is out, and it has awesome coverage. In the beginning, when you put it on, it looks kind of weird, but as the day goes on, it honestly gets better looking on your skin, which is kind of cool. This morning was absolutely crazy. I had to be at my previous boss's house because I am now self-employed. That is so cool to say. By 11 o'clock to drop off her van. So last night I stayed up until, I don't even know how late. I spent many hours cleaning it to make sure it was perfect for her. I wanted to give it back to her in good condition, so I stayed up really late doing that. I woke up at like 8 today. I had to get some towels and last minute things in there. I was rushing around trying to figure out all that. Then I was trying to put the towels in the van and I didn't latch the front door. And then I was walking back towards my house and I noticed that the front door is wide open and Boomer is just standing in the doorway. So he didn't run away, but then I noticed little footprints in the snow because it's been snowing. So I'm like, great. Gracie loves to run away down the street. So I start following the footprints, then the footprints end. I have no idea where she is. So then I'm calling for her. I'm like, Gracie, Gracie. She usually doesn't go that far if she does get away. This makes it sound like she gets out all the time. She doesn't. But if she does get away, she usually doesn't go that far. And then my next door neighbor opened up his garage door. He's like, hey, are you looking for your dog? She ran into our garage and straight into our bathroom. So I went over. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. At least I found her, so that was just another thing on top of it. Then I decided to go on my computer and get all of my tabs open and ready to do all the launch stuff. And my computer shut off. I have like a 7-year-old computer. My computer shut off. It wouldn't restart. It wouldn't turn back on. So then I had to do this whole I had to repair the system. So I was like panicking that I wouldn't have my laptop to do the launch stuff. So then I dropped off my old van to my previous boss. It's so crazy to say that. Then I came back, and by the time I came back, my computer is good. So I have all my tabs open right now, ready to go. So fingers crossed, knock on wood, that it literally just works to do the launch. I'm about to get a new laptop right away, but I just needed to get me through this. And I have all my files backed up on a hard drive if it does decide to die after this. But it literally just has to get me through this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to rush and drive to my parents. But my mom always says there is always chaos before a really big, good shift. And that's exactly how it works. It's chaos. So right now I'm trying to get my makeup done because I still have to go to the store, buy food for the party, get alcohol for the party, get a few decoration things. And my friend's gonna come over and help me decorate, and then honestly people aren't going to come over until after supper. But we're probably gonna end up having supper with our friends, so there's just a lot going on. Moral of the story, if you're launching a business, don't launch it the day before, or don't work the day before, don't hand in your old van the day right after, don't work a full work day, don't try to host your own launch party. Let somebody else host it for you. Lesson learned that you can't do it all. Message received, universe, message received. In a few minutes here, I think I'm gonna pop off and start slowly switching over all my social media stuff. So right now I kind of went on a huge tangent about what happened yesterday and today and my morning and all that jazz. But I do want to get into how I came up with the name, the logo, and just like a few kind of other things that I didn't address in the announcement video that I didn't feel like needed to be included in there. I wanted to keep the announcement video fairly short and sweet. Sorry, I'm covering my face. Fairly short and sweet, so people would watch till the end, and then I would go more in depth about like details and stuff that some people might not really care as much about in this video. So I guess I'll just start with how I came up with the name Pause and Relax. I was trying to think of something that had a spa feeling, because I really like to see this business as a luxury grooming unit, a luxury grooming service. I also offer the Reiki, which is a specialized service, which I feel like is a spa service. And I also needed something that would be a good business name that would go along with my YouTube channel, and I have other things planned for the business in the future. So I didn't want to have something that was like super cheesy, super just, ooh, there's my alarm, super just dog grooming related. And I just started thinking of things, and I love the play on words, pause and relax. So it really does, it works well. For the mobile, I have a mobile business, I go to people's doors, so I roll up, I pause the van, and then the dogs get to come in and relax, and I pamper them. And then also with my YouTube videos, the pause can also mean like pause the video or pause your life and relax while you're watching. So it all kind of really fell into place. I had a couple other names that I liked, and I kind of threw it by like my family and Corey, and that was kind of the top one, and I felt really good about it, so I just went with it. Okay, so let me go do all the lunch stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. That literally took 36 minutes. The video went up, I had to change everything on my Facebook page, I had to change my Instagram, I had to change my YouTube, I had to do some last minute things on the website all at the same time, so hopefully everything coincides by the time people see the video, because I didn't want to change my Instagram name before the video went out, and it was crazy, so it took a little bit, but I think I got it figured out, and then my profile picture wasn't clear, but we got it figured out, and it's up, and it's a freaking dream come true, and I'm so excited, and now I just get to get ready for this party. Still have lots to do for that. So I need to finish getting ready so then I can go out and get some party supplies, and then we can just celebrate this new business launch. Oh my god, I am so excited. I'm just using a Cinema Secrets foundation for under my eyes because this L'Oreal stuff just doesn't cut it. But oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. My phone is like going crazy. It's funny because I think I worded it that there was an announcement coming, and with the blue and purple balloons that I kept posting behind me, because those are my logo colors, I think people thought that I was pregnant. So I think that I probably really surprised some people, which is pretty fun. Okay, so what was the last thing I was talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about the name. Now I want to talk a little bit about the logo. As you can see in the logo, maybe I'll pop it up. I will pop it up somewhere here. It is Gracie and Boomer in a tub with wheels. Since we're mobile, we go to people's houses. So I really wanted the tub on wheels to kind of show that. Purple is my favorite color. It's also my husband's favorite color. It was our wedding color. We have lots of purple in our house. Blue is my second favorite color, and I also think they go really well together. And I wanted them to be like a lighter kind of blue and purple, kind of like a pastel color, just to give off that relaxing kind of calm vibe. Now when I was deciding what I wanted my logo to be, at first I was like, oh, should I have the dogs on it? Like, Corey and I are always going to have at least one dog. And obviously we know they're not going to live forever. One day, sorry, if it seems like I'm rushing, it's because I am. One day we know they are going to pass away. But I just realized, like, this is such an exciting time in my life. I kind of want to document the dogs that I have right now. And if I still have the business in 20 years, I think it'll be really cool to look back at my logo and be like, hey, I had Gracie and Boomer. I'm just doing my eyebrows now with a powder. A random powder I got in like an Ipsy bag. I think it'll be cool to look back and be like, hey, we had Gracie and Boomer when we built the van, when we started the business. And I think that'll be super fun. So I did decide to go with the dogs. I wanted something really cute for my logo, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. The designer that did it also did my previous logo when I was the holistic dog groomer, when I had my online business. And her business name, if you want to check her out, because she did an amazing job. She went above and beyond. It took us over 2 months to design everything, and it turned out amazing. She did endless amounts of revision for me. She stepped out of her comfort zone for me, and I appreciate it so much. And her business name, I believe, is Floral Wolf. She also does these really cool, like, digital pet portraits that I would love to get one of Gracie and one of Boomer and hang them in our house. So I will be getting one of those one day. I will link her down below in case I am messing up her business name. Her name is Chelsea, and she is a frickin' dream to work with. She gets back to you so quick. Her emails are so in-depth. She is so frickin' friendly, and she just deserves endless amounts of support and customers and everything. So if you're looking for a logo made, especially like an animal-related logo, is really cool. Next Wednesday, the van is getting decals, and then Thursday is when I should be up and running. And I am honestly just so thankful to my previous boss. She was really good about me starting my own thing. We were able to work something out where I get to keep all my clientele. So I'm basically starting a brand new business with almost full clientele. I am so close to not even being able to accept any more clients because it is so hard for me to even find spaces to book in the clients. Sorry, I keep covering my face. But my light source is this way. It's really hard for me to find the space to book in the clients I already have, so I suspect that in the not so distant future I will not be able to accept any more clientele, which is honestly a blessing. Usually when you start a business, you have to start from the ground up and kind of grind your way and not be making money for a while, but I am absolutely so blessed that I get to keep all my clients. I have the most amazing clients, and the universe works in amazing ways, just as it should. It has cleared out a lot of the all of the clientele that I wasn't a huge fan of, or maybe we just didn't vibe. And I'm going into this with clientele that I absolutely love, that feel like friends and family to me, and I'm so excited. I mean, the freedom of having your own business, being able to grow it, doing something I love every single day, adding in the Reiki, which is something that I can't do working for somebody else. I'm so excited. I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. I've tried so many trying to do quotations here. Now I'm putting this brown Essence Make Me brow gel on that adds a little bit of depth, and it's literally like $2. Oh gosh, what was I saying? I've got so much on my mind right now. Oh yes, like throughout the years I've tried so many things to have my own business. I would start art pages, I tried the holistic dog groomer, and now I can have it all in one. I want to make lots of artwork on the website to sell or sell to my clients in person, and like there's just so much I can do with this, and I am so freaking excited. This is literally a dream come true. It's going to give me the freedom with my family in the future when we have kids. If I want to I don't know, go on a field trip or something with them. I can just not schedule clients for that day, and oh my god. It's gonna be freaking amazing. I am honestly so excited. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't even know what else to say. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to tell you guys that I didn't add in the announcement video. Today, when I was driving the previous van that I used to work out of to my boss's house, I kind of just like had a moment with it quickly, and I just kind of like, this sounds so cheesy, but this is just the type of person that I am. I just kind of thanked it for always getting me to my destination safely, and I know my angels have a lot to do with that as well, but always getting me to my destination safely, and we have, me and that other man, we have had a lot of experiences together. Like, if you haven't seen my video of my embarrassing mobile grooming stories, they basically all have to do with me driving that van, and we got ourselves stuck in some mud. I drove over someone's lawn. I mean, none of this has to do with like the frickin' van, but there's a period of like a month where the generator didn't work, and I had to plug into people's houses, and I would blow their breakers like every 5 minutes, and I would keep having to call them to flip their breaker back on. Like, we have been through some frickin' stuff. We went through a construction zone that we weren't supposed to go to. Like, we've been through some stuff together. So I just kind of had a little moment where I just like thanked the van and the universe for the opportunity that I've had to work as a mobile dog groomer for the past 3 years, and it's honestly been a blessing to be able to try out a business to see if I even like it. Most people have to jump into mobile with not even knowing if they like working by themselves all day, or if they like driving around, or anything, and I really got to test it out, which is such a blessing. I honestly am such an introvert. I can be extroverted around like people that I know, or when I want to be, or when I'm comfortable, but I really do require a lot of alone time. So being in the van all day with the dogs is honestly amazing. Couldn't ask for anything else. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, why I am so excited that we are building, or we did, I can't, like, Corey and I were talking this morning, we can't even believe this happened. Like, how is it that we're done the van already? Like, those 2.5 months went by so fast. How is this van done and, like, ready to be working out of? We have no idea. But one of the things that I'm so excited that we got to design our own van, and if you guys don't know, my husband is a plumber, and he also just happens to be very handy in a lot of different ways, which has allowed us to build this van ourselves. But the one thing that I'm so excited for is I worked out of a Wagon Tails van. Now, absolutely no disrespect to Wagon Tails. I know they have amazing customer service. Their vans are awesome. They're really well built. All that jazz. But the problem that I had with the Wagon Tails van, and also mind you, this is, I think the vehicle was like a 2006, something like that, so it's a little bit older of a model now, but they are built and designed in California. So when you pay extra for their winterization package, I mean, I didn't pay extra, this was like my previous boss's vehicle. It is winterized for their winters, and here, I live in Saskatchewan, it gets literally to like -40. There was a week last February where it was -40, -50 for like a week straight, and I couldn't even work that week because the van froze up so bad. I don't know how many hours I've spent in the morning trying to unfreeze that frickin' thing. And like by the end, I figured out an okay system that would work like most of the time, but not all of the time. So what I'm getting at, after saying all of those things, is that by building our own van, And my husband being a plumber, we get to, hopefully, we're gonna find out because it's starting to be winter here soon and I'm gonna start working in the van, remedy that problem. We have it set up so that all the lines can drain, there's heat trace on all the lines, and we made everything accessible with the piping and our water tanks. That was another problem with the wagon wheels van. You could see all of the pipes, but you couldn't get at the water tanks, and that is where we think it was freezing most of the time, which made it very hard to unthaw it, because if you can't see it, then you can't access it, and how do you get heat to it to unfrickin' thaw it? When it was really, really cold in the winter, we would have to run at least 2 space heaters, and if you know anything about ceramic space heaters, they are dangerous, so it's kind of nerve-wracking going to bed leaving 2 space heaters on in a small enclosed area. And 2, they're very expensive to run. So there would be at least 1 to 2 months during the winter where our power bill would be around $600. Like, that is freaking ridiculous. So, I am really, really, really hoping, we are both hoping, for our sanity, for our budget and everything, that building ourselves, and hopefully what we've thought remedying some of the problems that was wrong with the Wagon Tails vehicle will be solved with this. So I guess that's my buyer beware about the Wagon Tails. If you live in the States and it doesn't get ridiculously stupid cold, it's going to work great for you. But if you live in Canada, it's not going to work. I mean, they even have a system set up so that you can run, like, antifreeze through it. It got so cold here that the antifreeze would still freeze and break things. Like, that is how ridiculous our winters are here. Crazy. Hi guys, my camera died and we're moving on to hair right now. Still haven't done my eyelashes yet. I put on a bit of blush. I guess something else that I want to talk about is just that I am excited to have my own business, because before, when I was working for somebody, and when you work off of commission, obviously I need to do enough dogs in a day so that I can make money that day, but then also so my boss can make money as well. So there's usually like a minimum number of dogs that you have to do per day. Now, the minimum number that was set for me was fine. Like, it wasn't not doable. The hours were fine. It was Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 kind of thing. It was fine, except sometimes meeting that minimum number of dogs, just depending on the day, was really hard, and it was rushed. And I don't like rushing dogs because you are using sharp objects on moving targets. That's my favorite phrase to use. You'll hear me use it in other videos as well, but it's true. So it can be very dangerous, and I don't want to be rushing things. So now that I have my own business, I can book my days however I want them. If there's a dog that needs more time, then I'll book more time for it, not rush through it, and not book in those other dogs. That's just how it is. I'm just gonna try like a half up thing today because I never do anything with my hair. And then when it's like a special occasion like this and I want to do something with my hair, I try to do something with it and then it doesn't work, and then it's very frustrating, and then everything just kind of goes out the window. So, this is what we're getting. This is what we're doing with hair today. Nothing fancy, just 2 clips on either side to give it a little bit of volume. I am going to do my eyelashes now. I wish I knew how to put on fake lashes, but I always fail at it, and then it messes up my makeup and it makes me mad. But this mascara is awesome. If you like mascara that makes your eyelashes longer but not like clumpy, and if you get the waterproof one, it'll keep your eyelashes curled. I have straight hair, which means I also have straight eyelashes that point right down, and they won't hold a curl. But this Maybelline The Rocket Volume Express Waterproof will hold the curl all day. But I will say that you need a makeup remover to get that stuff off. You can't just use like a baby wipe. That's usually what I wipe my face with before I wash it. you can't just use a baby wipe. You need like an oil-based wipe or whatever. Okay, so I did eyes. I did a little bit of touch-up. Could probably do some extra powder on my nose. I got really greasy. I did a outfit change, and then I'm just gonna add some jewelry. I don't know if I am going to film any of the party, but if I do, I'll either insert it somewhere here or make a separate vlog about the party. But we are almost ready, and then I've got a bunch of stuff to do. And I guess if you guys are wondering why Corey isn't here helping with any of this, he's out with our friend Mitch. They're getting fittings for some of their wedding attire for our friends Mitch and Allie's wedding. So that's super exciting, and they have to go fix somebody's furnace or water heater or who the heck knows, some sort of plumbing dealio. So that's why he's not here, and I'm trying to get everything done before they get back. So, here's our final look for my launch party. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any ideas for future videos, please leave them down below, as I would love to make them for you guys. Thanks guys, have a great day.